You keep waiting for the perfect morning, don't you? That magical day when you'll finally feel ready, when motivation strikes, the sky clears, and everything aligns. But here's the truth. That day never comes. The sun doesn't pause because you're tired. The clock doesn't care about your excuses. Tomorrow will arrive whether you're prepared or not. The pressure, the bills, the noise, all of it keeps coming. The question isn't will life ease up, it's will you step up? Because life only respects those who take control before it takes control of them. You either lead your morning or your morning owns you. Stoic philosophy teaches one unshakable truth. Control begins the moment you open your eyes. If you don't seize that first hour, someone else will. Your boss, your phone, the world. The battlefield isn't out there. It's in the first 10 minutes after you wake. Win that, and you've already won the day. You keep telling yourself, I'll start when I'm ready. But that's the greatest lie comfort ever told. Readiness is a trap. It's the disguise of procrastination. The Stoics knew this long ago. Epictetus said, how long will you wait before you demand the best of yourself? You will never feel ready, because growth always begins with discomfort. You don't become disciplined by waiting for courage. You become courageous by acting before you're ready. Every day you hesitate, someone else moves. While you scroll, they're building. While you wait for inspiration, they're already 5 steps ahead. The gap between you and them isn't talent, it's urgency. You think you have time. You don't. Time is subtracting from your life every second, and no one gets a refund. The world won't stop to let you catch up. So ask yourself right now, are you living on delay or on purpose? Because every morning you waste is another brick laid on the tomb of your potential. Control is not about dominating the world. It's about mastering yourself. The Stoics didn't seek control over circumstances. They sought command over their own reactions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Yet every morning, you hand that power away to your phone, your mood, your past. You wake up reacting instead of directing. The truth is harsh. You cannot lead a powerful life if you start every day powerless. Control doesn't begin with perfect routines. It begins with awareness. The moment your alarm rings, you face a decision, surrender or self-command. That single act determines your destiny. Will you hit snooze and retreat into comfort? Or will you rise, take a deep breath, and begin crafting your day like a sculptor shaping marble? Remember this. The first act of every warrior is control over the mind before control over the battlefield. That battlefield is your morning, and your weapon is your choice. You treat your mind like it's infinite, but it's not. You act as though your body will carry you no matter how recklessly you live. It won't know when you collapse. The world keeps spinning. Your inbox keeps filling. Life moves on without hesitation. That's not cruelty, that's reality. The Stoics called the body a temple, not for worship, but for stewardship. Epictetus warned, if you wish to improve, be content to appear ignorant about many things. In modern life, that means ignoring the noise and guarding your energy like a fortress. Every morning, you decide whether to build your walls stronger or let them crumble. Do you reach for your phone, surrendering your peace to strangers? Or do you sit upright, breathe deeply, and arm your mind with clarity? Self-care isn't luxury, it's duty. Because when you burn out, those who love you pay the price too. Protect your body like your purpose depends on it, because it does. Regret is the invisible anchor that keeps millions from moving forward. It whispers what ifs in your ear until you start believing your best days are behind you. But the truth, the past is a ghost that only lives if you keep feeding it your attention. You replay mistakes like a broken record, punishing yourself for being human. The Stoics saw this for what it is, a mental prison. Seneca wrote, he who suffers before it is necessary, suffers more than necessary. Every time you relive a failure, you chain yourself to something that no longer exists. The event is gone. Only your attachment remains. You cannot walk into the future while dragging corpses of old versions of yourself. Forgive the version of you who didn't know better. Learn the lesson and move on. Because the cost of regret isn't pain, it's paralysis. You can't rewrite the past, but you can write a better chapter today. The question is, will you? Letting go isn't weakness. It's strength in its purest form. It's easy to hold on to anger, failure, and blame because they make you feel in control. But the Stoics knew that clinging is another form of fear. You fear losing the identity built around your pain. You fear who you'll be without your story of suffering. Marcus Aurelius wrote, You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That strength begins when you release what no longer serves you. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means refusing to be defined by what broke you. You cannot become new while still worshiping your wounds. Each morning, when you rise, remind yourself, nothing outside you deserves the power to ruin your peace. Forgive what you can, release what you must, and move forward unburdened. Freedom is not gained by adding more. It's found by carrying less. Every dawn presents a silent choice, creation or submission. You either rise to build your vision, or you wake to serve someone else's. There is no neutral ground. Every job, every company, every empire began with someone's morning decision to start while others slept. That is the divide between builders and followers. The Stoics believe that purpose is not found, it's forged. You forge it through repetition, through mornings when no one sees you, through quiet labor that compounds into destiny. If you open your eyes and instantly grab your phone, you've already chosen submission to trends, to noise, to distraction. But if you rise, breathe, and direct your first hour toward creation, you've declared ownership over your life. Your dream doesn't need 8 hours a day. It needs one sacred, undisturbed hour every morning. 1 hour of focus can shift the entire trajectory of your future. Build early, build quietly, build yours. The world shouts, true greatness whispers. Everyone online is announcing their goals, their grind, their success, yet most are running in circles, starving for validation. The Stoics lived the opposite way. They believed virtue thrives in silence. Epictetus warned, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. When you reveal your dream too soon, you invite noise, doubt, and envy to poison it. Growth needs solitude, not spectators. Think of a seed. It doesn't sprout under applause. It grows unseen, beneath the soil, enduring pressure and darkness. So, should your ambition, keep it sacred. Protect it from the empty noise of approval. Every time you talk about what you'll do, your brain rewards you as if you've already done it. And that's how motivation dies. So, work in silence. Let your progress speak a language too powerful for words. Real power is calm, invisible, and undeniable. When you bloom, the world will know not every voice deserves access to your mind. The world is overflowing with opinions, but wisdom is rare. You're surrounded by people who speak loudly, yet live small. They'll tell you what's impossible because they've already surrendered to comfort. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The opinion of 10 usu men is of no value if none of them know the truth." So, stop listening to noise from those who've never walked your path. Before you accept advice, ask 3 questions. Does this person live with the discipline I admire? Have they achieved what I'm seeking? And does their guidance align with my values? If not, silence them. Not with anger, but with focus, because energy flows where attention goes. When you filter the voices around you, your own voice grows clearer, stronger, more certain. The Stoic doesn't chase validation. He listens only to reason, experience, and his inner compass. Protect your mental gate like a warrior guards his fortress. Excuses are the soft poison of potential. They sound reasonable, but they rot your discipline from the inside out. I'm tired. I don't have time. I'll start next week. You've said these lines so often they've become your lullabies. The Stoics saw excuses for what they are, self-deception disguised as logic. Seneca wrote, "It's not that we have a short life, but that we waste much of it. Life doesn't pause for your explanations. It rewards only your repetitions. The universe records actions, not intentions." Every time you choose comfort over progress, you teach your brain that mediocrity is acceptable, and it learns fast. You want confidence. Keep promises to yourself. You want strength. Do the work even when no one claps. There's no secret formula, only the relentless practice of doing what must be done. The day you stop justifying your weakness is the day your power begins. Excuses die. Discipline lives. A warrior doesn't wait for peace to act. He creates it. The battlefield begins before the sun rises. The Stoics understood this long before psychology gave it a name. Morning is not simply the start of a day. It's the foundation of your character. If you lose it, you lose everything that follows. When your alarm sounds, it's not a noise, it's a summons. The weak hear annoyance. The disciplined hear purpose. You are not fighting your bed. You are fighting your excuses. The way you rise is a reflection of the way you live. Those first few moments decide whether you'll command your life or drift through it as a passenger. Every breath, every stretch, every step before dawn shapes the mind that will meet the world. So rise with intention, move with silence, breathe with strength, and before the world wakes, claim your day like a soldier seizing his post. This is how self-mastery begins. Focus is the rarest currency in the modern world, and most people spend it carelessly. You trade it for notifications, gossip, comparison, and noise. Every scroll steals a fragment of your mind. Every distraction weakens the muscle of your attention. The Stoics saw focus as the highest discipline, because what you attend to, you become. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, and your thoughts are slaves to your focus, so guard it like treasure." Start your mornings without screens, without chatter, without chaos. Give the first hour of your life to creation, and not consumption. If you control where your focus goes, you control where your future grows. Don't scatter your energy like loose coins in the street. Gather it, direct it, spend it only on what builds you, because your mind is a forge, whatever it focuses on. It shapes into reality. Everyone wants transformation overnight, but true mastery is carved through time. The Stoics understood that greatness isn't found in bursts of effort. It's forged through quiet, daily repetition. The world glorifies results, but discipline glorifies the process. Seneca said, "No great thing is created suddenly. Every morning you rise, you lay one more stone in the foundation of your destiny. You may not see progress day to day, but time is keeping score. Every page written, every workout finished, every small promise kept, these are bricks in your fortress." The impatient quit because they mistake slow growth for failure. But slow growth is the only kind that lasts. The oak doesn't rush to grow tall, it digs deep roots first. So must you. Forget speed. Choose direction. Don't count days. Build them. Your consistency is your proof of faith in yourself. And every sunrise is another chance to practice it again. Pain is not your enemy. It's your mirror. It reflects exactly where you've grown soft, distracted, or afraid. Most people run from discomfort, not realizing it's the only honest teacher they'll ever have. The Stoics didn't chase comfort. They embraced hardship as training for the soul. Epictetus taught, difficulties show what men are. Every obstacle reveals who you are when the illusion of ease is stripped away. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What is this shaping in me?" Pain burns away what's weak, leaving only what's real. When you meet resistance, don't flinch, lean in. Every struggle is an invitation to refine your courage, patience, and clarity. The man who avoids pain avoids growth. The one who endures it becomes unbreakable. So, when life tests you, thank it. The fire you fear is the same fire that forges steel. You can't build a warrior's mind while running from the heat. In a world addicted to movement, stillness is rebellion. Most people mistake motion for progress. They rush, they scroll, they talk, yet their minds remain restless and empty. The Stoics saw stillness not as inactivity, but as mastery. Marcus Aurelius spent his mornings in quiet reflection, sharpening his reason before leading an empire. True power is calm. The man who can sit with his thoughts without seeking distraction has already conquered half of himself. Stillness is where clarity begins, where emotion loses control, and wisdom steps forward. Sit in silence each morning, even for 5 minutes. Breathe deeply. Listen to the hum of your own mind. Watch your impulses like passing clouds. Don't fight them, just observe. That pause between thought and action is where your freedom lives. The modern world worships noise, but your soul hungers for quiet. Learn to be still, and you'll start to see what others can't. Distraction is the silent killer of dreams. It doesn't destroy you all at once. It erodes you, minute by minute, scroll by scroll, until years vanish and nothing changes. You tell yourself you're just checking, but deep down, you're escaping. The Stoics called this the disease of the unfocused mind. Seneca warned, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Every time you split your attention, you divide your power. Distraction disguises itself as comfort, but it's a thief that robs you of purpose. You cannot serve your higher self while worshiping constant stimulation. Every morning, you must choose, feed your focus or feed your weakness. Delete the noise. Close the tabs. Silence the notifications. Protect your attention like your life depends on it, because it does. Your destiny doesn't die in one great tragedy. It dies in small moments of neglect. Kill distraction before it kills your direction. Comfort is the sweetest poison ever made. It whispers promises of rest, peace and safety, yet underneath, it breeds weakness. The Stoics trained themselves to endure discomfort on purpose because they understood this truth. The body grows soft before the mind does. Seneca practiced sleeping on the floor. Marcus Aurelius embraced the cold dawn. They didn't do it for pain. They did it for power. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you surrender a little more of your potential. Modern life makes comfort a god, but the price of worship is mediocrity. You want strength, then step willingly into discomfort. Take cold showers. Wake earlier than you want. Speak truth when silence feels safer. Each act of voluntary hardship builds armor around your mind. Comfort is a cage lined with velvet. Step outside it long enough, and you'll remember what freedom feels like. Growth begins where ease ends. Thinking doesn't change your life. Action does. Modern self-help is full of talkers, dreamers, and planners who never move. But the Stoics believed thought means nothing until it's lived. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be one." You don't need another goal, another motivational video, or another perfect plan. You need motion. Action is clarity. Action is therapy. Action is truth. Even small steps compound into transformation when repeated with discipline. You can't meditate your way into confidence. You earn it by keeping promises to yourself. You can't think your way into purpose. You build it through doing. So, stop waiting for the ideal time. There is no ideal time. Begin now, with trembling hands, uncertain mind, and imperfect effort. The path becomes clear only to the one who walks it. Momentum creates motivation, never the other way around. Repetition is the forge of transformation. The average person quits when progress becomes invisible, but the Stoic endures. Seneca knew that discipline is not a moment of strength. It's a lifetime of repetition. You do not rise through emotion. You rise through rhythm. Every day, the same actions, the same rituals, the same commitments. That is how mastery is built. One page becomes a book. One workout becomes a body. One sunrise becomes a legacy. Most people chase intensity. The wise chase consistency. Intensity burns fast and fades. Consistency burns slow and builds. The Stoic doesn't ask, "Did I feel like it?" He asks, "Did I do it anyway?" Because repetition is devotion in motion. You don't need to do more. You need to do it again. The sculptor doesn't swing harder. He swings longer. Let your days become strokes of the same disciplined hand, shaping a life that no storm can destroy. Your life will always rise or fall to the level of your standards. The Stoics didn't beg for better days. They built better selves. Marcus Aurelius didn't hope to be strong. He demanded it of himself. That's the difference between the average and the exceptional. Average people negotiate with their weakness. Warriors set non-negotiables. Your standard decides your destiny. If you allow laziness once, you invite it twice. If you tolerate chaos, you train your mind to live in it. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you tolerate. So draw the line. No more tomorrow. No more I'll try. Replace every excuse with execution. Hold yourself accountable when no one is watching. Self-respect is built through private victories. The moments you could have quit, but didn't. The Stoics didn't live for praise. They lived by principle. Raise your standards so high that even your bad days look disciplined to others. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. You can't grow surrounded by people who've accepted mediocrity as normal. The Stoics chose their company carefully, not by fame or wealth, but by virtue. Seneca warned, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." Every conversation is a transfer of energy. You're either being sharpened or dulled. Sit with the lazy, and you'll start believing discipline is extreme. Sit with the bitter, and gratitude will feel naive. But sit with the focused, the calm, the relentless, and excellence becomes your baseline. Your circle determines your ceiling. Don't cling to those who drain your direction. Not everyone deserves access to your ambition. You owe no loyalty to what weakens you. Surround yourself with people who challenge your excuses and remind you who you could be. Iron sharpens iron, and dull minds never sharpen anyone. Protect your circle. It shapes your soul. The fear of judgment is the silent thief of courage. It keeps you small, obedient, and invisible. You've built a prison out of other people's opinions. And the worst part is, they're not even thinking about you. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "I cannot control what others think, only how I respond." Every time you hesitate because of fear, you surrender your freedom to someone else's perception. The crowd will always criticize what it cannot understand. Let them, their noise fades. your results remain. Though you were not born to be approved of, you were born to act. The Stoics faced emperors, exile, and death with calm because they valued integrity over applause. The judgment of others is just an echo, meaningless if your conscience is clear. Live by your principles, not their opinions. Remember, silence your fear, and you silence half your limits. The rest can be destroyed through action. Most people fear being alone because silence exposes their truth. But solitude isn't emptiness, it's power unshared. The Stoics understood that a man who cannot sit with himself will always depend on distraction to feel alive. Epictetus said, "He who seeks to be free must not wish for anything that depends on another." When you are alone, you see who you really are without applause, validation, or noise. That's where self-mastery begins. Solitude teaches you discipline, reflection, and detachment. It forces you to meet your flaws without flinching and your potential without denial. The greatest breakthroughs happen not in crowds, but in quiet. Every thinker, every creator, every Stoic warrior found clarity in isolation. So stop running from it. Use it. Let solitude sharpen your awareness and strengthen your spirit. The person who can stand alone stands ready for anything. Because peace is not found in company, it's found in control. Gratitude is not a soft emotion. It's a weapon against misery. The Stoics practiced it daily, not because life was easy, but because they knew how easily the mind forgets its blessings. Marcus Aurelius thanked the universe for the mere act of waking up, writing, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive." Gratitude doesn't ignore pain, it gives you the strength to face it. When you begin your day counting what's right instead of what's missing, your entire psychology shifts from victimhood to power. Modern life trains you to chase what you lack. Stoicism reminds you to honor what remains. Every breath, every sunrise, every chance to try again. That's abundance. Gratitude grounds you. It humbles your ego, sharpens your focus, and reminds you that you already have enough to begin. Start your mornings not with complaints, but with thanks, and watch your strength multiply. Without purpose, even comfort feels empty. You can have success, luxury, even praise, but without meaning, it all turns to dust. The Stoics lived not for pleasure, but for purpose, a life aligned with reason and virtue. Seneca wrote, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." Purpose gives direction to your discipline. It's the reason you rise when comfort tells you to rest. It's the anchor that holds you steady when life storms against you. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be real. To build, to serve, to grow, to teach. Choose one and let it ignite you. Because when a man has a reason, he can endure any hardship. Without it, even ease feels like suffering. Every morning, ask yourself, what am I fighting for? The answer doesn't just shape your day, it defines your destiny. Live like your existence matters. Life will not slow down for your hesitation. The clock will not pause for your excuses. Each sunrise is a test. Will you lead your day or let it lead you? The Stoics taught that freedom is found in discipline, not desire. So wake with urgency. Guard your mind like a fortress. Honor your body as your vessel. Face pain with courage. Learn in silence. Build with patience. Choose who you listen to. Protect your focus. Work in the shadows. And let your results speak. Be grateful for one more morning. One more chance to act. To rise. To live as the warrior you were meant to be. Remember, discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect. Regret is the tax of the undisciplined. So, when you open your eyes tomorrow, don't reach for comfort. Reach for purpose. Don't seek ease. Seek strength. The world doesn't wait for the ready. It rewards the relentless. Begin now. Not someday. Not later. Now. If these words stirred something inside you, don't let it fade when the video ends. The Stoics taught that wisdom means nothing without action. So take one small step today to become the disciplined, focused, unshakable version of yourself. Change doesn't begin tomorrow. It begins the moment you decide to rise. Share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us which part spoke to you the most, or what you'll start changing in your morning routine. Your story might be the spark that inspires someone else to rise too. If this message brought you value, gently tap the like button, subscribe to Stoic Power Lab, and share this video with someone who needs a reminder of their own strength. Thank you for listening. Thank you for growing. And remember, life won't wait for you, so don't wait for it. Begin now.